In war, you don't always get to choose who lives and who dies. All you can do is stand with your brothers.
Do me a favor, cowboy.
Come hell or high water.
You with me?
And if you're lucky, everyone makes it out alive.
What's up, nerds? It's Pat from the Nerd You're Looking For podcast, and today I want to talk about the teaser trailer for the new DLC for Far Cry 5. It's literally the trailer that you just watched. But before we do that, if you'd be so kind to subscribe, and if you do subscribe, ding that bell. That way you get notifications anytime we post any type of video. And lastly, if you like this video, smash that like button. That helps us out tremendously. So for those that have been following the channel for a while, you know that I'm slowly getting through my walkthrough of Far Cry 5. I don't know if I'm going to do this during the walkthrough, but I'm kind of flirting with the idea of 100%ing this game, which is going to take forever because the story itself takes like 20 plus hours, plus you have all this other side stuff. It's easy, extremely easy. If you've watched any of my videos, you know to get really sidetracked and distracted in this game. There's so much to do. So when I first heard the concept for this DLC that is going to be based in the Vietnam War and that you're going to be a prisoner of war trying to escape but also rescuing your prison mates as well, I was a little confused and disappointed because I wanted it to factor into the base game story. I wanted it to have something to do with the thing that I'm currently trying to play through. And I initially assumed the worst when it came to this. I assumed that this had something to do with the backlash for Far Cry 5. If you're not aware, essentially when this game was first announced, there was a lot of backlash because this was the first time that a Far Cry game had been based in the United States, and you're also trying to essentially liberate this county from this religious cult, so that there was that aspect. So a lot of people were upset. And when I first heard about the concept for this DLC, I assumed that it was kind of their reaction, their appeasement of that group that was upset when they first announced the story for Far Cry 5. But the more I thought about it, the more I kind of backpedaled off of that stance. And I kind of, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea for a few different reasons. The first reason is anytime that you get a DLC that actually is part of the story of the main game, it kind of feels cheap. It feels like they held something back from the main story and they're making you purchase the DLC to finish that story. And that always pisses me off. So the fact that they're not doing that with this DLC, it makes me feel good because it doesn't feel like they held anything back with the main story, which makes sense because, like I said, it takes fucking forever to beat this game, especially if you are like me and you get distracted very easily. Plus, as much as I'm enjoying this game, the story does so far leave a little bit to be desired. The story itself is the weakest part of this game. So the fact that they are getting away from that story, but yet still giving me cool gameplay, I appreciate that. And honestly, the Vietnam War's not something that obviously in our history we're super proud of, so we haven't been getting very many games based in the Vietnam War. So I think having that in a game like this as a DLC, I think is a really, really cool idea. But of course, that's just my humble opinion. If you nerds have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. And like I said in the intro, I hope that you enjoyed this video and all my videos. If you did, subscribe, ding that bell, smash that like button. All three of those things help us out tremendously. And of course, I will put all the other links to everything else that we do, including the podcast The Nerd You're Looking For, in the video description below. For Patrick Kuhn, I am the Nerd You're Looking For. Take it easy, nerds.